Hi, I'm on the Sigma stand and I'm talking to Graham Armitage about Sigma's latest lenses and cameras. Right, so what's the first lens you've got for us?
Well, we've got the standard 18 to 50 type lens, which is the classic standard lens that comes with SLRs nowadays. And we've spotted a gap in the market that the average lens that comes with Canon, Nikon, Sony, etc., is built to a price. And we think that the user needs or would like slightly better quality there. So we brought out our own 18 to 50. It's optically stabilized and it's also hypersonic motor, which is the equivalent of silent wave or Canon's ultrasonic motor. Classic focal length, nice fast aperture, f2.8 at 18mm, which helps with autofocus, etc. And we can, and we have the optical stabilization, which you know, some of us are not getting any younger, so we all need a bit of help sometimes.
Well, and some of us go out drinking too much.
Well, that could well be it. Yeah, not guilty on that one, you understand. And then there's the next example, which is the sort of lens that people usually buy as a second lens. It's a telezoom 50 to 200. Again, it's optically stabilized, arguably more useful at the 200 end. And it's hypersonic. It's a hypersonic motor in all fittings. We haven't yet got a price on this, but we know it's going to be very, very competitive, and the build quality and smoothness of the zoom is outstanding.
Okay.
That's that.
So what have we got next? 18 to 250.
Yeah, well, you've seen the two separate lenses that cover the most popular focal length. But there's been recently an interest in super zooms, for want of a better word, 18 to 125, 18 to 200, and this is our latest offering, which is an 18 to 250mm. Surprisingly compact. It's about the same dimensions as our 18 to 200, which is a very, very popular lens. Sort of thing you can leave on the SLR if you're traveling. You don't have to change the lens, so you're not taking the risk of getting any dust in there. And it covers all eventualities, really. 18's nice wide angle classic focal length, and the 250 is very, very useful. Of course, if it's aimed at APS-C type sensor cameras, so the 250 becomes somewhere like 375 or something like that. And at that focal length, you're going to need a bit of help again with focusing. So we have an optical stabilization system and a hypersonic motor for very, very fast and silent autofocusing.
I see here it's got a 0.45 meter minimum focus as well.
Yeah, it's got a surprisingly close focusing capability. So really, in one lens, arguably you could have everything you require.
Great, okay. And then finally, this one, we have a new version of a familiar lens.
Sure, 10 to 20. Is our best-selling lens. I don't think there's any secret about that. Sigma have been renowned for wide-angle zooms. We brought the first one out in the late 70s at 21 to 35, and we've subsequently gone on to things like 1735s, 1835s, 1530s, 2040s, etc., etc. We're renowned for wide-angle lenses. The 1020 has won European Lens of the Year, but it was relatively slow, up to a 5.6. So we've decided that the professional end of the market would probably appreciate a much faster lens. So we've developed a 10 to 20mm f3.5 fixed aperture, very bright image, fast focusing. This again has got hypersonic motor, and we think we can sell both of them. There will be a big difference in price, so we think we can sell both of them next to each other. Every reason to believe that will win European Lens of the Year as well.
And of course the pricing for any of these lenses are not confirmed yet, are they?
They're not confirmed. No, the exchange rate's obviously vital, and it's fluctuating at the moment, so I think they'll confirm much nearer the date when they're likely to launch, which is probably going to be June or something like that.
Right.
I'll be able to give you a price then.
And also you've got some new cameras.
Yep, we have a DP2, which is followed in the footsteps of the DP1. which was a unique and still is a unique compact camera, in that it's using a full-size APS-C foveal sensor, which is about 8 times bigger than the sort of sensor size you get in a typical compact camera. So we have got in effect 14 million pixels there. It's aimed at the professional end of the market. It's not an inexpensive camera. This particular, the new one, has got a different lens. In effect, in 35mm terms, it's 42mm, but it's a fast lens. It's f2.8, which means that it gets great bokeh. It's great for portraiture. You can make the background disappear, which is unheard of with compact cameras. It also has a new processor called a True 2 processor, which is much faster than the original one. And we've responded to customers' comments and criticisms by improving the user interface. So we got great hopes for this camera. Tremendous if you want to blow up your images to a huge dimension sort of thing. So
availability on this?
Availability, I would think about 2 months. We haven't got anything definite.
So
and again, price.
Late spring, early summer sort of
yes,
time.
that sort of price. Yeah. And then, talking about this one, we can then go on to talk about our new SD15 SLR. This is our the fourth SLR in the SD range. I think Sigma surprised everyone a few years ago by being the third company out with a digital SLR. We use a foveal sensor, which is unique, and in fact we bought the company. It's located in Silicon Valley. We bought the company late 2008, and now they spend all their time specialising in developing new sensors for our cameras. And this one should be available a couple of months after the DP2, and it will have the same True 2 processor in there. And a much bigger LCD on the rear of the camera, better interface, and we've got great hopes for that.
Thank you very much, that's great.
That's a pleasure.